Hello, everybody. How's it going? Andy Rosas here, co-founder of The Habit Guys. So let's go ahead. It's another episode of Prospecting Adventures. How's everyone doing today? I am now loading. I'm loading the screen now. Let me know if you guys can actually see me, if you guys can actually hear me. So just make sure you guys are doing that as well. So today we are going to go, what's today's date? Today is October 3rd. Boom, 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 boom. All right. How's everyone doing? What's going on, everybody? Who else do we have here? We got Sylvia. How you been? It's been a while. How's it going? Let's see if you guys can hear me. Can you guys see me? You can hear me. And then we got folks on YouTube, Sleepy Cholo 101. What's going on, brother? How you doing? What's going on? All right. So Sleepy Cholo, where are you coming in from? Where are you tuning in from? We'd love to see where you're from. And then Rory, we got Compadre Brokers. Rory, what's going on, brother? Awesome, man. Awesome. So we're here. Let me go now and check this out. So if you guys can see my screen, let me know. All right. Let's see. What do we have here? New race I want to learn. We'll be in the Miami market. Nice. Going to be using RedX. Good. So definitely tune in. Sleepy Cholo. So I don't know what your real name is, but you'll definitely learn to see how we use it here. I'm going to show you guys some nuggets on what to do with that. And we have coupons also for RedX. If you want to save $150, let me know. I'll be more than happy to share that with you guys. And we come in here every week. We prospect live. We show you guys strategies. Last week, we talked about how to set up shortcuts on your phone. So you're automatically sending out messages with your phone with a couple clicks of the button. So very simple way to prospect and to do that there. And it's a great way to set up systems and automations on your phone. So it's called text replacement. So make sure you guys look that up. Richard, nice to meet you. There you go. Reminds me of my old days in California. Haven't heard the word cholo in a while. I'm from California, from LA, and you would hear that word a lot over there. So yeah, make sure you guys are tuning in. Follow us, guys, on Instagram and Facebook as well. And also we have free content for everybody here that shows up. If you guys go to habitguys.com/free, you guys can pick up, actually, we have a brand new Sphere script. We just posted it up last week. So if you want, actually, we'll go over it today. We're going to go over the Sphere script of how to talk to your Sphere. That's what we're going to go over today, because I'm not sure if you guys are speaking with your Sphere, but over 70% of our deals come from past clients and your circle of influence. But a lot of agents don't know how to properly have that conversation. And simply just saying, hey, do you need a realtor? Well, call me if you need something. Or do you have any referrals for me? That's not the way to prospect. That's not the way to talk to them. That's a salesy, walls will go up type of way. So I'm going to share with you guys today how to talk to your Sphere appropriately, so you guys can do that the right way. Also, tomorrow we're going to be having a webinar on for sale by owners. If you want to learn how to dominate with for sale by owners, all right, we got over 100 people already registered. I'm going to be texting the link to you guys here. It's in the comments section, and then in YouTube, I will post it on YouTube as well. Boom, there it is. So if you want to learn how to prospect with for sale by owners, we're going to be doing that tomorrow. So make sure you guys check that out as well. All right, guys. Now, before I get into the presentation on Sphere, talking to your Sphere, I want to make sure you guys know a little bit about who we are and what's going on, okay? Because this is a tough market right now. It's a tough market to close deals. But if you don't change your habits, you're going to fail in this business right now, right? If you're not prospecting more than ever, you're going to suffer the consequences. So right now, guys, we need to definitely make sure we're changing our habits and doing the right thing. So that's why with Habit Guys, that's what we do. We change your habits. And every week we come in here giving you, and our podcast as well, showing you how to change your habits, okay? Not sure if you guys knew this, but nearly 87% of agents quit the business. And it's going to get harder and harder this year because of the interest rates. We get it. We know that. But what happens usually when it's hard to like even lose weight and go to the gym? You can't just stop eating right. You can't just stop working out. You got to keep working out. Got to find a different way to work out, maybe, and strategize different strategies. But you can't get away from prospecting, right? From working out and eating right. But the problem is agents know what to do, but they just don't do it. Anybody here suffer with that? Where you're like, Andy, I know I should prospect more. I know I should be eating right. I know I should be working out more, but I just don't do it. If that's you, put it in the chat. I want to see if you're here today, because we're open and honest in this community here where we tell it to you like it is, right? That's why we teach the science of habits, because agents don't need more stuff. Agents just need better habits. And that's what the habit guys, what we do. We change your habits so you actually do what you're supposed to do in your business. But the problem is real estate agents come from a background of being an employee for 5 years, 15 years, 20 years. And so they have employee habits with an employee mindset. And when you are in an entrepreneurial world with an employee mindset, you're going to fail, right? And that's why a lot of agents have great tools. They belong to amazing brokerages and they have amazing resources, but they don't prospect like they should, okay? And it's not a lack of training. It's a lack of just understanding how habits work and using that training so they can actually change your habits, change your behavior. So they bring their habits with them into the real estate world. And that's why nearly 90% of agents quit the business, okay? That's why we have to change people's habits. That's it. We got to stop buying equipment and we have to start changing habits. So guys, today I want to go over, so that's a little bit about who we are and what we do, just in case this is your first time tuning in. And every week we do something different, right? Yesterday was automations with your phone, with text messaging people back to make sure if you guys want a copy of that episode, you guys can just email us at info@habitguys.com and I'll shoot you guys. That episode was awesome about keyboard replacement. So you guys can text message people faster, like your phone number and your address and your email by just clicking 1 or 2 letters, and then it automatically populates in your phone, which is amazing, okay? Now, this week, we're going to talk about sphere, okay? We're going to talk about how to speak to your sphere. This is a big one. And we got a brand new script for this. We released it last week to the public. So if you guys want to download it, go to habitguys.com/free. All right. Go to habitguys.com/free. And then let me know if you guys are able to see my screen right now, because this is the script we're going to go over. It's the sphere script. So let me know in the chat if you guys are able to see it. So Carl Smith, what's going on? Welcome, by the way. I saw you jump in today into the group coaching. Well done. Rory, Sylvia, how's it going, everybody? So make sure you guys pick up this new sphere script, because one of the things we teach in Habit University is the follow-up system with your sphere, okay? Guys, the example that I give is you can tell girls all day you're single and say, hey, man, I'm single and all that. But did that mean you appropriately hit on her the right way? Does she know you're interested in her? Did you ask her out on dates? Did you have a follow-up at all? Or did you just say, well, I posted at social media, I spoke to them once, they know, and that's it. I told them, hey, well, if you want to go out one day, just let me know. Bye. Like that's not prospecting, right? That's not dating. That's not building a deep relationship. So the same thing with sphere. A lot of agents just have a fear of calling their sphere because they're not entering the conversation the right way. They're asking old, outdated sales strategies, like, hey, well, do you have anyone that's interested in buying or selling, or what do you think? Do you have anything for? Stop. Would you recommend anyone to me by any chance? Which comes across as very needy and desperate, and also it puts people's guard up. So we want to add value to the conversations with your sphere, and at the same token, we don't want to be too friendly, because does it happen to you guys where you're too friendly with the conversations? And that's why people don't take you seriously, because you sound too fluffy, too friendly. So that's why definitely, guys, pull this script down. Go to habitguys.com/free and download this. So let's go over it. Jenna said it's brand new. So if you've been with us for a long time, make sure you download it again. And we put it all now on Google Docs. So we are updating our scripts constantly. So you always have the latest and greatest. All right. So check this out. Now, the sphere script, we want to get to know as soon as possible. Remember that, guys. We want to get to know as soon as possible. What does that mean? I want to get to somebody that says no to me as soon as possible, because that means I'm asking the right questions. If they say no, I'm busy. No, I don't have it. No, that's good. The worst response you can get is a no response, kind of like a blah response. And oh, well, I don't know. And there's just it's very ambiguous. It's very gray area. No, I want black or white. Okay. I want yes, I want to stay in touch with you. Yes, let's do business. Or no, I don't. So I don't have to spend my time, because there's nothing worse than just, well, I don't know. And then they're just being too nice to you. And since you don't ask them questions, then they end up just ghosting you because they don't know how to confront you. But if you had the sales experience to have to ask them the right questions and empower them and not make them feel awkward, they can truly tell you the truth and not hurt your feelings. And you have an adult conversation where you're adding value and also having a business conversation with them, okay? That's why knowing scripts is very important, guys, because any agent that says, I just want to act like myself. Well, yes and no, okay? Because acting like yourself has gotten you the results you currently have. And you probably don't want those same results. So you're going to have to upgrade yourself, okay? In the way you speak, in the way you're doing your business, in your social life, in your fitness, in your finances, whatever it is. You don't want to just do what you've always been doing. So you want to learn, how can I get better at communicating and framing my conversations in a pattern? We call this having a language pattern. In Habit University, we talk about this with our students, where you want to get in and out of that conversation. So getting to know is good. So no and no is good. That means no. Great. I don't have to waste my time with them. And then KNOW, that's also getting to know them, building rapport with them, building a relationship with them. Absolutely. And the reason why I want to spend time with that is because a lot of people may think that everyone you talk to is going to be your friend. I was guilty of this. And this still happens to me from time to time. And my coach reminds me, Andy, just some people are just not going to be for you. And that's okay. And that's why you have to have questions for them. Because when you do, you're going to know, is this person someone that's for your coaching or not for your coaching, right? For your services or not for your services. But you won't know unless you have the right questions, all right? So here we go. We want to move to the 4 corners of connection. That's part of our framework for our scripts. You want to go to first base, second base, third base, and home. That's the goal of all of our scripts, all right? So the on deck portion of the sphere is this one right over here. So you want to mentally start thinking about how you know them or what reminds you of them, okay? So right before you're about to call somebody, and so you know, just open up your phone, start from A to Z, no particular order, and just start calling people, okay? Don't overcomplicate it. Just start calling them. And then you can go, hey, Jim, what's going on, man? Dude, listen, I saw a bread truck the other day. So I used to work, so you guys know, years ago at Pepper's Farm, the goldfish company, right? The bread company. So that would be an intro for me. I'll be like, hey, man, dude, I saw a bread truck the other day. Man, it's been years since we spoke. Remember our Pepper's Farm days? Man, crazy. It reminded me of our days working together, right? That would be a way that I would intro a conversation, thinking about the person that I'm calling. So think about the person and how you're going to enter that conversation, right? So, you know, first base is family. Very simple. How's the family doing? What's up? What's going on? Now, if they're busy, it's okay to ask, hey, man, you got a couple minutes, right? You can ask them. You know, we definitely always, we always insert permission-based asking like we do in our cold scripts. You can do it here in your warm scripts with your sphere, all right? So as you're doing that, you want to ask them, hey, my man, listen, if they need to reschedule with you, it's okay. And a tip I want to give you guys is, don't just say, hey, so when are you available? No. Tell them, hey, man, I got some time Thursday at 5 or Friday at 2 p.m. Do either of those times. Because the reason why I want you cornering people for options, your sphere especially, is number one, you're going to sound like a professional and that you're busy. When someone says to me, hey man, I got time Thursday at 2 and then Friday at 5. Do either of those times work for you? They're going to be like, dang, dude, this Andy's got stuff to do, right? Already, you're setting a precedence of this person's a professional, right? You want to start separating yourself from the friendly, funny, like to the professional also, okay? Because that's how they're going to honor and respect what you're doing as well. They'll trust you. Be like, okay, this guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. He's got stuff going on. And also from a habit perspective, you want to block out time that's dedicated to follow up. Like throughout the week when you're going to follow up. When are you going to do outbound calls? When are you doing social media, right? When are you learning? You need to lay that out, because if you don't have that laid out, you're just randomly going through your day. That's going to be a huge problem right there for you. You need to know like what's going on, like, right? So when are you prospecting? When are you prospecting? When are you following up, right? When are you doing social media, right? When are you learning, right? When are you doing market research, right? There's so many things we need to lay out that will definitely help you out with your day. So this will help you from a habit perspective. No, I do my callbacks at 2 o'clock on Fridays. It's important, okay? So if they need to call you back, or let's say you set the times and ask them, and then obviously if they say, no, I can't, then just ask them at that point. Okay, so what's a good time for you? That's fine. You make an exception, all right? Now, second base. Second base, you're going to ask them, how's work going? Guys, this is simple, but there's a framework, though. I need you to practice this so it just becomes you, all right? So it's, how's work going, man? How you doing? Oh, man. Listen, they're going to ask you, this is great because they're going to tell you what they're doing with their work. And then 9 times out of 10, they're going to ask you about your work. And please always bring up real estate. Okay. I know that sounds like, why am I even saying that? And I'm going to put it here. Always bring up real estate. This is your opportunity. Always bring it up, because some people get into, well, I don't know, and then this and then that, and then I just accidentally clicked. Sorry guys, I just accidentally erased the notes. So I'm going to put it here. 9 times out of 10, they will ask you what you are doing for work, right? And then put always tell them about real estate. Because some part-time agents would be like, no, well, I'm doing graphic design, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then it gets in the way of being open about what you're doing. Real estate. No, man, I'm a real estate man, just got licensed. I'm doing this, I'm doing that in it. So cool, just got hired by a new company, whatever it is. And the market's going crazy right now, this and that. Talk to them. Great. All right. Always bring it up. And then this is it right here, guys. Third base. This is where, remember, you don't want to ask directly for the referral. It puts the wall up, right? And I'm putting notes here for you so you guys can see the notes as well. It's like a little coach's corner I want to have there for you guys. So you don't want to ask directly for the referral. You don't want to go, well, man, listen, do you know anyone that wants to buy or sell real estate, man? Or, since I'm in the business, can you think of anybody? We used to think that. The gym, people at church or whatever. No, it puts walls up. And you also force people to choose you, and you have no idea what relationship they have. That's why old cheesy, like, there's a better way. And this is the way. Listen, and guys, and say this verbatim. Hey man, if a friend or neighbor was thinking about buying or selling, who do you suggest they chat with first? Guys, this is it's such a simple question, but this shifts the conversation, first of all, from friend zone to now business zone. Business conversations. This is what we track in our coaching, right? Business conversations, all right? And if you feel uncomfortable, I like to put this here. It's okay and it's normal to feel uncomfortable when you ask this question, because you're so used to being fluffy and a people pleaser and just too friendly that asking this type of question feels like you're being salesy, but you're not. You're having an adult conversation about business, Okay, this is called a business conversation. So you ask them, hey man, listen, if anyone came to you trying to buy or sell real estate, like who would you suggest they chat with first? Okay. Now, if they say your name, here's some options for you guys. We put this in a box for you guys. So if they say your name, you say, great. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Boom. You follow up with that person every quarter. With the CRM training that we give, we put that in there. We have automations that we give our students automatically. We push that down to them, so it follows up for them also. But you're going to follow up with them, and it sets up tasks for them to actually follow up with. So it's an awesome strategy and coaching we give our students. So you're going to follow up with them once a quarter and just follow up. And we give you the different conversations of what to do and how to do that, all right? Now, it's important to sound happy, by the way, here, okay? Because the next responses are this. What if they don't say your name? And they go, no, my cousin Jimmy. Guys, this is so important. You need to sound happy, okay? You need to sound happy. You need to sound like, oh, man, great. Hey, where'd you guys meet? Oh, I'm curious. What makes them, what makes him your go-to, man? That's awesome. You need to sound this way. I'm telling you, this is going to make your relationship with that person so much better. Because remember, you're also auditioning to be the realtor at some point. So if you can take these objections like a pro, oh my gosh, you're going to be their go-to. Maybe not the first string, but maybe the second string. Maybe the starter loses their job and they call you off the bench. You never know. So you need to sound happy here, right? And what's great is, you need to have a curious tone, okay? I'm going to put here curious, all right? Have a curious tone. I'm going to put it here as well. Be truly curious, all right? I'm going to add another edit, and I'm going to put here, gain insight, learn what they do, be curious. Okay, guys? Be curious. I spelled that right? Yeah. I press save. And then that's it. Good. Be curious. That's the tone you want to have. And then their guard's going to come down and be like, okay, he's not mad. He's not offended. You're not going to be like, whoa, well, if you need me, then this and that. Like, it's just a weak positioning. Like, dude, awesome, man. Where'd you meet him? What do you like about him? That's awesome, man. I hope to be like that. That's what I would do. I would. If it was exactly me speaking, I would be like, man, I'm curious. Dude, Steve, man, you're going with Steve? Oh, that's awesome, dude. Like, where'd you guys meet? That's awesome. Because, of course, I would love to be your go-to. But since I'm not, that's fine. It's all good. But, like, what do you love about him? So I can make sure I learn those skill sets, too. And then I can be a go-to for somebody else, man. I'm here to learn and get better. Like that. That's the way I would navigate that whole conversation there. Or, like, just what makes him your go-to? And this is great because it's going to help you know what that person values and what makes them so special. And this is stuff maybe that can give you some insight as to maybe what you're not doing. Maybe you're not providing market research for them. They're like, yeah, man, this guy Steve, dude, he freaking sends me out this newsletters, bro. I'm always finding about the market. It's freaking amazing. Or he sends me some property alerts on my property, telling me how it's doing. And he's always calling me and checking up on me, sending me birthday card, whatever he says. Because then you're going to be like, dang, I'm not doing that. Or I should maybe be doing that, right? You're gaining market research. Same thing I do in my business, guys. As a coach, guys, I want to be the best coach. I want my company to be the best company. You better believe we do our market research. Oh, you do so-and-so coaching? Like, what did you like about it? What did you not like about it? Any improvements? Oh, you kick butt with it? That's awesome. What was your favorite part? Oh, cool. And then I'm like, man, that's what they like. Maybe we should do the same thing. Maybe we should add it. And that's why every day we're getting better and better and better, adding more things, taking things out, making things easier, whatever we're seeing. That's because we're curious, right? You got to have that curiosity and not get offended, okay? And this is going to make that conversation flow sound so much better, guys, all right? Now, if they don't mention anybody, all right? If they don't mention anybody, then you just ask them, oh, nobody? All right, well, listen, man. So what would it take to be your go-to? Flat out. So what would it take? Actually, I'm going to put this in black. because that's the font we use for when we speak. Okay. So perfect right there. Okay, guys. So you guys got to see that there, how important that is. So what would it be to be their go-to agent? So you remember, you want to be curious. This is a way for you to ask for the referral without asking for a referral to see where they're at. And then you go to home. Home is simple. One more question before I let you go. I love this because you are controlling the conversation. Hey, man, before I let you go, question, man. Do you know a good, and then you insert a vendor, guys? Insert a vendor of your choice. I'm going to put here. Insert a vendor that fills a gap that you know exists in your world or in others in real estate, of course, right? The reason why I say this is like Miami, Florida. So, you know, I'm telling you, it is hard to find a good handyman. Guys, it's hard to find a good handyman. It's hard to find a good landscaper, by the way, also. I hear a lot of people complaining about their landscaper, that they're not reliable, and it's happened to me. They're also too expensive. Handymen, same thing. They're not good at their work. They're too expensive. So those are two vendors that insert a vendor that fills a gap that I know, that it pisses me off not knowing a good handyman. I've gone through it. It's a pain that I feel connected to. So it makes my conversation with my sphere more authentic. Okay? Or that exists in the world of others. If you start hearing about other people looking for contractors, plumbers, tile people, whatever it is, be on the lookout and listen and be aware of, man, people need this. Let me try to find someone that's good at this. And then there's a whole follow-up strategy for that on how to find vendors and interview them and add value to them and then connect them to your sphere. So there's a whole sphere system, and we teach this in our coaching. We also have a document as well, a checklist. So if you want that checklist, just email us at info@habitguys.com. Also check habitguys.com/free. I don't know if we put it up there, but if you guys want that checklist of the follow-up system, just shoot us an email at info@habitguys.com for the sphere follow-up, referral follow-up system that we have. Okay, really, really awesome to go through and check that out. Okay. And then you start connecting dots for people. You start adding value for them. And they're like, oh, you know what? Do you need anything? A good vendor? Is there a project you're working on? Whatever it is. And they'll say, yeah, no or yes. All right, cool, man. Well, listen, man, it was great talking to you. And then based on how the conversation went, we'll give it a ranking of how that conversation went. And based on that ranking, we'll have a follow-up frequency after that. Okay, guys? So there you go, guys. Wanted to give you a little bit of coaching and mindset of what exactly you should be doing and saying for your sphere. Okay, guys. Like I say every week as well, if you're interested in learning about coaching, you would like to have us as your coach, you can schedule a call with me personally. Go to habitguys.com/call. All right. habitguys.com/call to set up a call with us to see if you would like to have us as your coach. And guys, thank you so much for being out here today and learning a little bit more about sphere. Learning a little bit more, because now when you know how to get in and out of these conversations, you don't fear this fear as much. And that's the key, right? And then we have some more goodies on habitguys.com/free that you can download morning routines and other scripts that we have there. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for coming out here today. I appreciate every single one of you all, and have an amazing rest of the day. Bye now.